Hi, welcome back to the Lemon Factor. I'm Chad and I'm here with our 10th generation Honda Accord, this 2019 Honda Accord 2.0 Touring. And I am heading out to do some data logging now that we have our new big turbo on this car. So for those of you who haven't been following the channel, we've recently installed an FK8 hybrid turbo, specifically the 271 Kuro. And now that we have this installed, we're getting a custom tune. We're doing e-tuning, and I'll go through the process and who I'm tuning with in a future video, but I'm heading back out yet again to do some data logging. As I've been doing this though, it's provided me with a lot of time, seat time in the car, to think about some future modifications. And one modification that came up again multiple times was an aftermarket performance exhaust. And I did a video quite some time ago, back when the 10th generation Honda Accord had just come out and there weren't too many exhausts on the market. Now, several years later, the 11th gen Honda Accord has just come out, and I took a closer look again at what exhausts are out there, and there's quite a few. So over the years, more manufacturers have entered into the market. I think this is a good time to go over what aftermarket exhausts are available for the 10th gen Honda Accord. Before we jump into it, please don't forget to subscribe, turn on notifications, and if you really like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I'd like to start off by saying, typically, a turbocharged car will benefit from a larger aftermarket exhaust, a freer flowing exhaust. However, on the 10th gen Honda Accord, that hasn't seemed to be the case. It seems over the past years, looking at dynos, people who have modified their car, even from testing our own high flow downpipe, it doesn't appear as though the exhaust is a restriction. A lot of the information I've seen has been taken more from a stock turbo car, meaning if you upgrade the turbo, maybe there's a little to be gained, but I have not seen any proof of that. There's also plenty of cars with upgraded turbos still running the stock exhaust, albeit they have an upgraded downpipe, and they're putting out some serious horsepower. If you're doing this strictly to add additional horsepower and torque, then an aftermarket exhaust may not do that. However, if you're doing that just for the sound, you like the sound of an aftermarket exhaust, you like the throatiness, the growl, then one of these exhausts we're going to go through is probably going to be the right exhaust for you. Some of the things we're going to take a look at is piping diameter. So generally speaking, the larger the piping diameter, the freer flowing the exhaust is, and it should add some additional horsepower and torque. We're going to take a look at the exhaust tips, which is what you see, right? You don't see the pipe underneath the car, but you do see the tips. So some offer quad exhaust tips, some offer polish, some chrome polish, others take advantage of the factory tip outlet. So we'll go over the different options. Of course, we're going to take a look at the materials they're made with. All of them are stainless steel, but some have different grades of stainless steel. We're going to take a look at the pricing. That's pretty important, right? The warranty, if they have them. A lot of them do, but there's quite a few of them that do not have a warranty with their exhausts. I'm going to go in order of piping diameter, so smaller diameter to larger diameter. We're also going to take a listen to some sound clips of these various exhausts. All of them are made out of stainless steel, and stainless steel is great. They last a long time, they resist corrosion, so resisting rust, but they're not all made the same. Most of these are T304 stainless steel. T409 is just a notch below. It's not as good as the 304. I've never even heard of T209. It is a step down, not only from the 304, but also for the T409. So this is the cheapest exhaust on this list, but it's great that there is an option. If you're price sensitive, you know what? This is half the price of some of these other exhausts on the list.
We know that one thing you look for is sound. It's a key important purchasing factor when buying an exhaust, so we had to make it right.
which exhaust do you think sounds the best out of the ones on our list? Do you know of any that causes too much drone that you wouldn't recommend? Do you have one of these exhausts and would you recommend it? Let me know if you think I should buy one of these exhausts, install it, test it, and see how much horsepower it produces. I don't see a lot of people arguing the fact that exhaust on the 10th gen Honda Accord will add a lot of horsepower, but nonetheless, you know I'm open to it. With that said, I think we're done for today. Thank you very much for joining, and until next time.